What if Pokemon and Ark had a baby? It would be this. Palworld, a lush, vibrant world filled with the greatest Pokemon knockoffs that have ever existed. Pokemon, guns, Pokemon using guns, Pokemon that are guns. What more could you even ask for? It's time to catch 'em all. My new Palworld journey begins much like any other journey that I've had. Waking up on a beach. Hi guys, how's it going? Where the fuck am I? Oh, where are you guys going? Oh, towers are the key. The tree holds the truth. Okay. Guess we're looking for a tree? I make my way up a path into a strange man-made tunnel. And when I pop out, I see a glowing statue that once activated, it unlocks a waypoint. Nice. This is gonna be handy later on. I come across another stranded survivor who doesn't seem to be a fan of the pals. Inform me that this place is like living in hell and all of her friends are dead. And boom, I get my first level up, giving me both technology and stat points to spend. I learn a few engrams, including pal spheres. Combine Paldium, stones, and some wood, and you have yourself Palworld's Pokeball cousin. I placed a crafting table blueprint on the ground, built it up, and then crafted myself my first gathering tool, a pickaxe, and then a club to protect myself from those vicious yet adorable looking pals. I started swinging away, mining up a bunch of stone, and then I mined some wood. Yeah, it's not the right tool for the job, but hey, as long as it works, it can't be that wrong, right? With my newly acquired goods, I made the correct tool for the job. And then my first pal sphere. Now I can enslave my first Pokemon. But first, I'm going to need to test my newly made bat on this lone chickpea. It didn't stand a chance. I set my sights on a Cativa, beating it nearly to death in order to catch it. You're mine! And with that, I had my first of many pals. I carried on like a pissed off Italian mobster, and I culled a couple of lamb balls. After gathering up some wood, I spent my hard-earned stat points, and then I carried on until I found a chest on a plateau. It had some coins, a pal soul, whatever that is, and some bread. Nice! That might be the tree right there. Not sure. Not sure. Deciding this is as good as a place as any, I begin to set up and build here for a temporary home. Once it was done, I set up a few beds. One for me, one for my pal Cativa here, and any other future buds. I build a repair bench, satisfied with my first day here, and I get some long-awaited shut-eye. In the morning, I cooked up some eggs that I got from those chickpeas that I unalived. I then spent some more time gathering, and then I built a few more workbenches. Why more than one, you ask? Well, in Palworld, pals have the capabilities to do things around your base. Example being craft or build, or even gathering and managing your gardens, based off abilities that each pal has. Once they were finished being built, I crafted up a bow and then some arrows with Cativa's help, of course. After my bow was finished, I went out to gather some more Paldium, so I could craft, you guessed it, more Pal spheres. Whew, I nearly slipped up there. Once I had gathered up a bunch, I seen something shiny across the river. I'll have to go there later and check it out. But for now, I went home and I built up a Pal box. It's like a Poke PC or a cryo fridge, you know, so you could manage your pals like in Pokemon. It also allows you to set up pals to roam around your base for doing things like that I was saying before. You can also upgrade this doing various tasks so that you can have more and more pals out in your base. Cativa and I then built a feeding trough. In the morning of day 3, I crafted up a parachute. Unlike Ark, these are reusable. And then some more pal spheres. I have been up to this point passively doing the tutorial by crafting everything for my base. But now I need to go out and tame 5 land bulls and 25 other things in order to progress enough to get it off my screen. One of the few gripes that I have with this game so far. Why do game devs feel the need to hold our hands all the time? Just make it optional, as I, and a lot of others, hate redoing tutorials over and over again with each new playthrough. I learned a stone pit and a logging site in the technical tree. One of the ways that you can automate resources via pals, as they can just harvest away at those indefinitely. After chopping down a bunch of trees, I placed down 2 berry plantations, and Kativa rushed right out to help me build it. A very eager little kitty. Lamball also joined in to help too. Good job, guys. I seeded the garden in the most fabulous way. And then I watered it to get my seeds to bear. With that done, I was now able to upgrade my pal box to level 5. I then noticed Kativa was mining a rock, so I helped him out for a bit. I then placed down an alarm bell. This will rally my pals to combat in the event that we get raided, kind of like in Valheim or Conan, where we can have random raids happen and be attacked by pals or even humans. I then struggle for a bit trying to place down this ranch. I need one of these, but my base choice location is kind of making it hard to put down. Maybe I should have went with a more flatter spot. I built a few foundations hoping I could build it on that, but it didn't work, so I just found a good enough spot to build it and then I went to bed. I decided to carry on with expanding the foundations and building myself a bigger house. And then I carried on with smashing some more rocks and building a logging site. Fabulously seeding my garden again, as my pals harvested it when I wasn't looking. Sneaky little bastards. It takes a while to seed and water, so I'm going to need to find a pal to seed and another one to water. Or if I'm lucky, one that can do both? I go and harvest some more wood, and then I notice that my pal left me presents in the ranch in the form of wool and eggs. Though one of them was collecting the eggs for me, so they're not here in this footage. But they are in the food drop. Wanting to catch some more pals, I smash away at some more paldium nodes. And then I feed my little guys.
Oh, calm down, Jesus.
On the morning of day 5, I went out and I caught another Kativa, and I put him to work at my house right away. But he just went to bed to recover from me brutally assaulting and catnapping him. Oops. My other Kativa was being productive at least, and he finished building the rock quarry. It wasn't long after that that my new Kativa got up and got to work. And this was the last moment that I could tell them apart, since I didn't give them any nicknames. Yeah, my bad. I was heading out to mine some more paldium, when suddenly...
Oh, shit! We're under attack! Guys! We're under attack! We're under attack! The Syndicate is coming! Who the fuck is the Syndicate?
I take aim and I fire at the first one, and my pals quickly rush into my aid.
Get him! Get him, my fluffies! Get him!
And we quickly take out 3 of them.
They're not very smart! Take them out!
And the last one retreats, fearing for his or her own life. But I don't take too kindly to invaders, so I chased them down and I took that son of a bitch out.
That'll teach them.
And I get back to mining the paldium like nothing even happened. In between mining nodes, I tame up what I can, and I try to get that tutorial off of my HUD, including a little penglet, a ice water pile that might be able to help me with watering my garden. But these little guys are also tough, so I might want to keep this one on me. I see another one, and that one can be my new water boy.
Gotta be careful, gotta be careful, gotta be careful. Do not want to piss off the deer. I told you, you don't want to piss them off!
But unfortunately, he made a mistake. I carry on and find a Guzmos. And this little guy, he can seed. Though at this point in the game, I do not yet know it. But it was new, so I decided I wanted to catch it for, the checklist of gotta catch them all. After I caught it, I named my penglet Pengu. We're just going to call him Pengu. It wasn't long after that, I found a fox part. A little fire-breathing fox who will come in handy later on at base. I find another chest with awesome loot.
Pal spheres and a mega sphere. Nice.
And I keep on with my quest to tame everything. That ends up leading me to another fast travel statue. Nice.
$69, nice.
I get home near dusk and I put a couple of my new pals to see what they can do. And then I build a Pal Gear workstation so I can upgrade the Pal Box some more. This workstation will come in handy later for making Pal saddles and so on and so forth. The next day started off with a ding as I leveled up my Pal Box to 6. I then put out another Cativa to slave away. And everything was finally coming together within my base. They were all working away at anything they could, be it planting, mining, and even cooking. See, I told you the fox was useful. I crafted some cloth from wool, and the Pengu came running in, super excited to help.
Hey, Pengu, calm down, bud. Jesus. Where are you off to now? Just gets a little fucking idea and takes off. Ah, I got something, don't worry. Alright, we're gonna craft a shirt. Looking good, Chaotic. Oh yeah, damn.
I step outside my house to find 2 Eikthyr deer fighting in my base. This is bad. If they hit one of my pals, it could result in a massive fight. And one I'm not sure we can win, and I really don't want to die or lose my base in this massive brawl. Thankfully, however, they both fell off the cliff. Wanting to craft the egg incubator for the Pal Box upgrade, I headed back out to gather some more, so I could make it. And as I was out, I tried taming 2 more chickpeas. But hey, at least I got one. I got the incubator made, and then I crafted a crusher. This, with the help of a water pal, will crush stone into paldium. So once my quarry is running properly, this could pretty much get me free pal spheres, which does beat swinging these giant picks and axes around all the time. I craft up a bunch of arrows because my pals seem to be not doing anything more, and I'm not really sure what's happening here. I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point. I upgrade my Pal Box to level 7, completing that section of the tutorial. As night comes, I take a moment to enjoy my pals busily working away before heading to bed. I now need a forge to upgrade my Pal Box even further, and to smelt metal for better items later on. So I smash up some rocks, cut down some trees, so I can place the forge. And while my pals build it, I get my paldium from the crusher and I put stuff away into storages. I get some metal into the forge so my firefox can smelt it, and then I head out to mine some more metal so I can get a decent stockpile built up, and I return to find that my fox is nearly done smelting it all.
Doing a good job there, Fox. Yeah, good job.
With that out of the way, I need to craft my pals a hot tub in order to progress the Pal Box. So I head down the hill again to see what I can find and to get some pal fluids for that hot tub. I stumble upon some fluffy looking Eevees called Cremis. After I end one of them, I capture the second one, and it will be forever scarred knowing I just murked his best friend right in front of him. And yes, that is a 3-shot bow that I made, but I couldn't figure out at what point that I made it within the footage. I'm sorry, I'm nowhere near perfect. I make it down to the bottom of the hill and I see a couple of pangolins. I catch the first one to use it at base, and I chase after his friend to, well, murder him for his juices. As I was chasing him down, I found yet another friendly human, and we chat for a bit before turning my attention to tracking down that pangolin. I find another effigy and then an explorer note, but I didn't bother to read it. Who has got time for that? I catch up to my prey and I send him to a forever sleep. On my way back towards home, looking for more pangus, I stumble upon a common pal egg. Nice! I guess I'm going to get to use my hatchery sooner rather than later. I collect some more pal fluids and I search around a bit before fast traveling home. I forgot to mention this, but your pal box is a fast travel device, so you can always teleport to home from around the map. But you can only build so many at a time based on its current level, so you just can't spam them around to have fast travel from anywhere. In the morning I crafted up some arrows and I got some nails set up to be made in the crafting station. I then organized my pals a bit when I stepped a little too close to my fire.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm on fire! Stop, drop, and roll, Chaotic! Stop, drop, and roll! Stop! Stopping and rolling ain't working!
Thankfully, that didn't burn my house down. After a little while, I noticed none of the pals had come into my house to craft up anything. Odd. So I crafted up the nails myself so I could make that upgraded workbench. But first, I had to make some room for it in order to place it down. Once it was down, my pangolin started building it. Then I fast traveled south to get some more pal fluids and to catch some more pals for that tutorial. After I slaughtered a bunch of pangolins, I turned my attention to catching. But Pengu was a little too eager to help.
I did. You know I needed that, right?
I continued catching pals all the way home. And once I got there, I let out Pengu to help his friends. And then I worked away at getting stone to make that hot tub. I placed down the blueprint for it, and my fleet of pals happily made their new tub.
Go, 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 go! Yay! We have a pool! Ah, that looks gross.
With the new hot tub now complete, I upgraded my pal box again to level 9. My pals got something new to chill in, and I got one extra slave to do my bidding. A win-win. I did, however, notice that one of my pals were hungry and had some sort of fracture injury. And suddenly, it hit me. The little guy must have fell off the edge and couldn't get back up. So I went to my pal box and I pulled all of my pals into it. And then I re-released them to reset their positions. And yeah, that poor little Kativa wasn't looking too healthy at all. I felt the need to expand my walls in the morning. I spent a good chunk of time building and moving a bunch of things, and in the end, I ended up building a nice wooden box house. I'll admit, I'm feeling kind of lazy, and I didn't feel like making something nice. I'll work on making something better looking later on. For now, I'm just having more fun catching and killing pals than building. I carried on with even more crafting and building and getting resources. Yeah, it was one of those days. Nothing much of note.
Alright guys, it's bedtime, I guess. Got a lot done today.
I went out to get some palladium, and then I worked on completing the last of the 30 pals for the tutorial. I picked up the effigy across the river finally. Now all that's left to do is challenge the first big bad boss at Rain Syndicate Tower. I do not know how challenging it will be, or what I'll need, but I don't think lamb balls and pangolins are going to do it. So it's time to catch some bigger, better pals. Since the pals have element typing and do more or less damage to what they are strong or weak against, it will be a good idea to catch a variety of types. I start off by challenging a Dinosum, a grass dragon type pal, and a very strong pal, at least for me right now. It put up a good fight, making me dodge and jump around, trying to avoid its attacks, while little Pengu did what he could to help. It was a tough challenge, but in the end, the dino sum was mine.
Okay, that's better. That's way better. Nice, we got a dinosaur.
I found a second one shortly after that, so I caught it too. I mined up some more, gaining a new level, unlocking a sphere bench, allowing me to make megaspheres, the great balls of the Palworld. This should help in taming bigger pals easier, but they are a touch expensive right now to make. I finished off the day crafting a metal pickaxe, and then I went to sleep for the night. In the morning, I equipped my new pickaxe, and then I watched my dinosums whack away at the tree farm, producing me all of that free wood. I caught my 10th land ball, giving me some bonus experience. After I was done crafting up some more arrows, I got raided once again.
Oh my god, I'm under attack.
What?
Herd of man-eating pals. Okay, everybody, they're coming. Ah!
What?
Don't kill it! Don't kill it! Don't kill it! I need it! Don't kill it! Come on! Come on! You can capture the raiders!
My new Les Punk can craft like a machine. I'm looking forward to adding him to my slaves.
Stop calling them slaves!
Fine. Interns. Can somebody please get to work on the spears and the fucking arrows, okay?
I go to my PAL box and I reorganize the workforce. One of them will want to craft something, right?
Hey, the fucking chest respawns in my base.
I built a cooler box to, well, cool my food and keep it fresh, of course. My Pangolin, in theory, should keep the box cold, but hey, seems like nobody around here wants to work in my house for some reason. I give up waiting on my pals to craft my items, and I get to crafting them up myself. I go outside, and I notice that my Les Punk is just not able to pick up basic items. I learn later that it's because my storage is in my house, much like my crafting stations. And there's some sort of bug preventing my pals from doing things in my house. Though at this point, I'm just annoyed and I'm confused by it and I have no idea. I head out to take a break from all the lazy pals not doing what they were supposed to do. And I work at adding more powerful tames to my team. I come upon an Eikthyr deer that should be a good pal to have. I begin to fight it, and after dodging an attack, I throw out our Dinosum and just barely get out of the way of the Eiktyr's attack. Dinosum hits it hard, nearly killing it, and I quickly recall the Dinosum and attempt to catch the Eikthyr deer. But it broke free. I give it one more attempt. Boom! Eikthyr deer is mine. I look around and I tame another Foxparks, and as I'm coming back, an angry Eikthyr deer comes to avenge his friend.
I didn't realize you were mad at me. I love the combat in this game, not gonna lie.
I head home and I craft up some more pal spheres, and I try to force my pals to work in the house. It doesn't work.
You guys suck. Why are you not crafting?
I build my sphere workbench and I was able to upgrade my pal box to level 10. I build a ramp to my roof and I place down the monitoring stand, hoping it will allow me to fix my problem. It won't, but it does have some cool options to really slave drive those pals. Normal mode, hardworking mode, and super hardworking mode. This will have some sort of negative effect to my pal's sanity and health, so I'm not really wanting to put them through too much stress quite yet. But I had an idea here. Maybe I could spread things out more and get my pals working in the house better. So I built a better ramp up to the roof, and I built some new beds. And then a logging site and then I go back downstairs to organize to make more room. This also does not work. But for some reason, the pals do like working upstairs, so it may have something to do with the ceiling. I hope this is something they resolve soon, either before they release or shortly after. But all in all, this is the only bug I really can complain about. Though I don't let it slow me down too much, I keep on building and gathering. Until this point here, where it clicks as to why they're not doing anything in the house. And I test out the theory by moving out my forge outside, and Fox Parts gets to work on smelting my ore again. But the other pals are struggling with the issue, so I will have to redesign my entire base in order to make things work right. And as I'm starting to get it all figured out, a raid happens again, and I don't even get a moment to prepare as they are at my base, and my Eikthyr deer charges in without hesitation. Oh, they just got fucked up. Oh, I'm about to get fucked up. Everybody, call to arms! Oh, what the fuck is that thing? It's going well, but I didn't notice the 3 purple balls, and they caught up to me and deleted me. Oh! Rip hardcore. Dude, all I had to do was hold on 5 more seconds. Okay, that's enough dicking around, and I set out to get more, bigger, and better pals. And I find a Nightwing, a gorgeous looking flying pal, and after I weaken it down, I catch it. And then I read the Pal Dex entry. It carries newborn pals to its nest to raise them as a surrogate parent. Once the baby pal is fattened up, it hunts them down.
Oh my god!
In the morning, I crafted an Eikthyr deer saddle, and that took forever. I really need to set up my workstations better so the pals will, work. Once it was finally finished, I went to go and test it out, but I got distracted for a moment. That made me forget what I was doing, and I ran up to craft some arrows. I then remembered what I wanted to test was the saddle, and I threw out Eikthyr deer, and as I was trying to figure out how to add the saddle, he just took off. Dick. I chased after him, but I noticed that some of the pals had fallen down the cliff. And rather than them walk around and back up, they just stood there like a bunch of freaking idiots. So I figured I would build down to them so they could just walk up. But I couldn't get the ramp to reach all the way down to the ground far enough. So I just chucked them up for now. As I was doing something else, Eikthyr deer decided to pick me up onto his back randomly. And that's when I learned you don't need to equip a saddle. They just have it already. Nice. Now to test. Oh man, the Eikthyr deer is so cool. After that good laugh, I keep attacking things and have a grand old time. Though I had a little too much fun, and I yeeted myself into the river. After a minute, I was able to get out, and I recalled Eikthyr deer back into his sphere. Hey, that rhymes. I continue my rampage until I come upon a Malpaca. We work together to weaken it down, and then I recall Eikthyr deer before he accidentally finishes the Malpaca off. And then I throw my sphere. Yay, it's mine! Another nice addition to the combat team. I make my way home, and once there I start crafting up a ton of megaspheres to make catching easier. It's time, however, to start venturing away from the base, so after cooking up a bunch of food, I set out with my good old Eikthyr deer, and it wasn't long before I came upon a huge valley with the Rain Syndicate Tower in the distance. My first big objective. I start making my way up, battling pals as I go. I come upon a waypoint statue right next to a cave. I'm gonna have to check that out later. I teleport home to hatch my egg, and it hatches up into an Eikthyr deer. Figures. Since darkness was coming, I thought it was best to gather up some more paldium. Once morning came, I carried on with mining until I decided to get crafting up a Nightwing saddle. Chaotic needs to take to the sky. This did take a while as my pals are still shirking their crafting responsibilities. It was taking most of the day and I was getting tired of just sitting there and I wanted to go out and explore. So I grabbed one of my cativas and I attempted to force it to work. But I somehow got pulled up to Eikthyr deer, filling me up with a ton of wood, which is honestly hilarious. I tried to force one of them again, but it wasn't close enough to register that it was at the crafting table. Something I was not quite aware of yet at this point. But something that I am starting to catch on to, though, is that they are not coming into my house to work anymore. There's nothing I can really do about it for now, though, so I finished crafting my Nightwing saddle all by myself. Once it was finished, I bust apart my Palgear workbench and I move it outside to test this theory, along with all of my other workstations. Day 18 started off with me learning a mega shield to equip for myself and some other things when suddenly a raid warning pops up. I'm under attack by the Free Pal Alliance, basically PETA of Palworld. They come charging in with sticks. They brought sticks to a pal fight. They didn't even stand a chance. They just got obliterated. With their corpses still fresh, I hopped on a Nightwing for the first time. Let's see how good or bad flying is. You are able to fly across the ground and regen stamina as you go, no problem. But the moment you go up into the air, you burn through your stamina very quickly, and it doesn't regen anymore, leaving any high flying impossible for Nightwing. This might get better depending on the pals or something. I'll have to figure it out later, but for now, I guess this will do for at least getting up cliffs and such. I take Eikthyr deer back out to pick on some lesser pals for their hide and some other resources. I even find a rocky egg. I wonder what I'll get from this. I carry on culling all the pals well into the night. I did all of that just so I could upgrade my armor into the next thing, Pelt. And damn, does it look good. So far, this is my favorite looking armor piece. Yeah, I've only had two, but this one's my favorite.
That is sick looking. Look at this shit. Oh, I love this armor.
I do imagine that there is better armor later on, and it'll probably look just as good, and I can't wait to see it. But until then, I watch my in-sync cativas work away for a moment, and then I head out and I come across these daydream pals. Odd, but very cool looking. I'm not long adding them to my collection. I then get brave and I decide to see if I can take the mighty Mamorest. And with one mighty blow, Eikthyr nearly died. And I turn tail and I run away, calling Eikthyr as I go. I jump down the cliff and I glide away to safety. It's gonna be a while before I might be able to take one of these, but I'll get one day. Mark my words. With Eikthyr deer still recovering, I head back to the Syndicate Tower. It's time to face whatever or whoever is in there. And I make my way right up to the door and I make my way in.
Hello there. You ready to battle? It's time to duel. Oh.
Zoe and Grisbold. Okay. The fight is on, and I throw out my Dinosome to start it off. I feel a slight disadvantage considering that Grisbold has 30,000 health. But I do not stray from a challenge. Unfortunately for me though, Zoe plays dirty and has Grisbold charge after me. I attempt to roll away, but I'm not gaining any ground here when suddenly Grisbold shoots off an electrical blast. Oh!
Leave me alone!
I start to plug Grisbolt with arrow after arrow when Zoe and Grisbolt turn their attention to Dinosum and charge up some sort of attack. They blast Dinosum right in the face, dealing a good chunk of damage. Grizz continues to pummel the crap out of my poor pal, who in all honesty is taking it like a champ. But then, Grisbolt turns his attention back on me, and I quickly run back behind the pillar just in the nick of time.
I don't got enough arrows for this.
And moments later, Dinosum takes one massive blow and falls.
Oh,
I bring out Eikthyr to take over, and he charges in right away and blasts Grisbolt. But they don't care. They want my booty, and they stare me down through the pillar. When suddenly, I get smited.
oh, fuck, that hurt.
Grisbolt charges up yet another attack, and I quickly recall Eikthyr Deer into his sphere, narrowly evading a massive hit.
Back, foul demon!
And Eikthyr and I duck. Oh no! And dodge.
Oh, fuck, that hurts.
And roll. And attack. It's going great. We got this. But then I mess up pulling him back in time, and he nearly gets taken out with a massive hit.
Fuck, Eikthyr, you took a beating there. Go, Llama Jama!
With my Malpaca now out, we are quickly running out of pals. We keep the good fight going, avoiding any attack that I can, and recalling Malpaca when I notice something's up.
Go! No, no, no. Fuck it. Nope. It appears to be immune to spheres. Hold on, Llama Jama. We almost got this. Llama Jama, return. Go, Lizpunk.
Lizpunk is using some sort of spit attack, dealing what appears to be poison damage, adding to the massive DPS that I'm able to put out with him. But soon after that, I run out of arrows, like I predicted, and I'm forced to try and use melee.
Oh, I'm out of fucking... Get him with the axe.
But I'm not long chickening out and just hightailing it around the room, trying to avoid Grisbolt's reach as best I can. With only 3 minutes left on the clock, can I take it down? I'm starting to wonder as Lizpunk is starting to get low too. But it wasn't long after I thought that Grisbolt comes in with a big ass combo attack and Lizpunk is nearly taken out. I pull him back into his sphere for now so he can recover for a moment, and I put out Nightwing, my final full HP pal and my last hope for victory. 2k health left, 1600 health left, 1k health left. Come on, Nightwing, you got this. With one last gust and a charge attack.
Almost got him. Get in there. No. Down the bitch goes.
Victory is mine. Still on a rush from that boss fight, I take a moment to just chill out, and I replace all of my arrows and then some. I then go out on a small exploration trip where I can relax, and I come across a large dark egg. I love this egg system, but I feel it could be a little bit more. Maybe add like some nest guardians protecting them or something. It's almost a little too easy to get these eggs, as you'll see as I progress. Like, they could even maybe reduce the spawning of them too by like, I don't know, 75%. Like, I get a ton of eggs in this run. I make my way into a new area, filled with new pals, such as these rush boars, a highly aggressive pal. That is slightly challenging to get into spheres, but I managed to finally catch them both. I then overcharged trying to hit a spark kit, and I nearly went right off the cliff. I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful. Once I had the spark kits tamed, I see a Vixie, and I nab that too. I'm just checking pal after pal off of that list of catch 'em all.
Oh, there's like a town, shanty town here. Small settlement. Fast travel unlocked.
I have a nice conversation with a PIDF officer who informs me of how lots of people used to live here, but then the syndicate came and drove away most of the people. I'm now going to make it my mission to eradicate the syndicate from these lands and restore peace to Palworld, as well as catching all the pals. Speaking of, a gossiping villager informed me that some of the pals are only found in caves, so I'm gonna have to start exploring them to ensure that I at least get one of each pal by day 100. I then found a nice merchant with a decent stockpile of things that I haven't even seen yet, including some seeds and medicines. I headed home and I grabbed some coins, and I came back to buy some wheat seeds. I'm going to need these to make the wheat plantation soon, so I can upgrade my pal box again. I did find a wheat seed somewhere in the wild somewhere, but I don't exactly remember from where. But I now know that I got them from the Dinosums. Just a tip if you wanted to know where to get them besides the merchant. I explored more of the town and I found a pal merchant. And I sold them some of my unneeded pals just so I could buy myself a Toko Toko. It looked cool, and that's why. I head home and I add Toko Toko to my party roster. I cannot wait to use my new Toucan Sam in battle. I craft myself a Alpaca saddle, and I'm not gonna lie, I never even use it. I then build a wheat plantation so I can upgrade my pal box again. I want to try Tuco Tuco's secret ability, but it requires me to use specifically designed gloves. Something I'm gonna have to craft later. When suddenly another raid happens, and instead of getting my ass kicked again, I took cover up on my roof and I tried to shoot arrows down, but it was all over as I was getting up there. Good job, guys. I then set off to explore and to level up. My Nightwing one-shotted a wild Nightwing that I wanted to catch. Jealous much, bud? Wanted to catch him, not fucking one-shot it. I carried on with exploring, and I stumbled upon a skill fruit tree. These fruits are something that you can feed your pals to teach them new abilities, much like the TMs of Pokemon. If I find something I like and I can test it out, I will, but for now, I got back to taming lots of new types of pals. I stumble upon a world boss. Oh, what the fuck is that? The Dancer of the Plains, Chillet. Wanting to try and tame that, I begin to fire arrows at him, while Nightwing charges up and deals half of Chillet's health in one hit. That bird is getting to be a little bit too strong for my own good. I begin to 1v1 the Chillet, and after a bit I get thinking, oh yeah, I got my Toko Toko. So I send him out, hoping he's not that strong.
Toucan Sam, go.
What the fuck?
He just kills himself. He just blows up, does like 9 million damage to himself.
Well, at least he didn't kill the Chillet. I throw sphere after sphere, unsuccessfully, until I finally just give up and use my Mega Spheres. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cool how you can just about catch anything in this game. And yes, that does include humans. Something I plan to do later on. Back at home, I built another egg incubator to hatch a large dark egg that I found. But my server settings are kind of messed up. So apparently if you set the numbers higher, it won't make it quicker, it actually makes it longer. So yeah, it's like 50 times slower now. I'll fix it later, but for now, you know, I'll just carry on. I journeyed across the land, searching far and wide, and I came across two Mammoths fighting for some reason, giving me an idea. I can wait them out, and maybe, just maybe, I can catch the winner. I waited for them to weaken each other down, and once the closest one was low enough, I throw my Mega Sphere, and it bounced right off its back. Damn it. I guess I'm gonna need better spheres. I run away, and the Mammoths carry on with their battle, and I stumbled upon another egg. And then I got thinking, if they're weakened, why not get some easy experience? I popped out Nightwing, and Nightwing swiftly hit a home run. That's so funny. My Nightwing fucking tackled it and it went flying across the map, this giant ass elephant.
Gotta love the ragdoll physics.
I'm gonna die. Oh, fuck. Giving Nightwing a break, I brought out Chillet to give him a test run. And with his help, we worked away at taming more and more pals. I came upon a desolate castle, and honestly, I debated moving here since my current base is having all those difficulties with that whole pal not crafting things. Needing some time to think about it though, I tamed a Capriti, a goat-like Bulbasaur thing. It's awesome. I come upon some Cellerays, and Nightwing is definitely a touch too strong. So I put them away, and I opted to weaken them down solo. After catching one, I wandered into a new area, the Marsh Island, unlocking a new fast travel and finding a boss pal dungeon. Sealed Realm of the Invincible. That kind of leaves me with a sense that I might not be ready for this yet, so I left it for later. I explored around, finding a huge metal node area, and then I find another dark egg nest. Nice! Come upon a syndicate camp, and well, I keep my promises and I wipe them all out. I rescued a Dazzy from their cage. I went back to do that cave that I seen at Rain's Tower earlier, but it was gone. Or maybe I'm in the wrong spot? I don't know. I find a cave not too far away, and I think maybe that might have been, but in the end I was wrong. It's a different cave. Once in, I find a new pal right off the bat, a Killamari. According to the lore, it sucks out its victims' insides, mummifying them. Yikes. I then barely got Fuddler into the sphere before Nightwing sent it to an early grave. Get in the Pokeball and stay in there. I journey deeper and deeper into this cavern, and I come across some more of them syndicates. I don't know why they're here, but I made sure it didn't matter. I keep exploring the depths, taking out more and more syndicates along the way. Catching pals and looting chests, even attempting to catch a syndicate, but he popped out into the rocks, and that seems like a fate far worse than death. I run into a third new type of pal here called a Meow, a kitty that can generate gold in the ranch. As I reach the furthest part of the cave, I find an extra large Fuddler, the final challenge of the cave, and something that would be a nice addition to add to the collection. Never mind, Nightwing had other plans, I guess. Oh, you weren't supposed to kill the boss, I wanted to tame it. I find 2 chests in the last room, giving me some nifty items, such as a crossbow schematic and an ability fruit. I use the glowing statue to teleport out, and I grab a chest that was right there. And then I see a Fock, a cute little blue duck with my absolute favorite name. And I'm not long catching it. Come here, you Fock.
putting me up to 28 pals out of 111 species. I make my way back into the shantytown to sell some of my stuff, and of course some of my extra pals. I make my way home, and I tame some more pals along the way. I get raided in the night by another herd of violent pals. We're under attack! Everybody rally up! Where I try to tame the Incinerum again. Don't kill that one! Don't kill that one! No, you killed it as I was throwing the ball, you dicks. But once again, Nightwing ruins it on me. Nightwing and I take out the remaining Lespunks, and I managed to tame one of them. Once the sun was up, I went out for some more exploring of this crazy awesome place, wiping out syndicates as I came upon them, finding a cave on the cliff face. And with all the syndicates around here, they might not be up to no good. So I headed in with Deer at my side. Once inside, I took out a few pals for some easy experience, and then I found the syndicate stealing my experience. So I added them to my experience gains. I made my way deeper into the cave, finding even more syndicates to end. I keep making my way through this cave, and I come into a man-made room with a very deep hole. And curious if it was an insta-death hole, I threw Chillet down for science. And well, he didn't die, so I guess it's safe. I head into the next room to find a Guzmos boss. Oh, it's a Gulpin boss. Guzmos. That's it. After a small struggle, I added it to my collection, and I collect my reward. Thermal underwear?
Sounds like you're gonna have some warm balls.
It looks like a t-shirt, though. Yeah, it goes in the accessory slot.
Not cool.
High grade technical manual. These books are very useful to find, as they give you a point to your tech tree, allowing you to make everything eventually. I carry on, catching a Depresso, and then I find a Tombat, a Batcat pal. It's incredibly silly looking, but I absolutely love it. I detour around a Rain Syndicate Tower, and there is a cave here. Turns out, caves will just appear and disappear at random, or on some sort of timer, or both. I'm not really sure, but it is a neat little mechanic for some replayability. Once I get to the end of it, I found that there's a Lamball boss, and I tame it too. And then I collect my rewards. I get an attack pendant, an accessory piece able to help me increase my damage. But when I went outside to test it, I didn't see much of a difference with my bow. I journeyed around some more, and I wiped out another syndicate camp. Or two, getting a couple of more free pals, including a Toko Toko. You know, one that I actually bought. Now I feel kind of ripped off. I stumbled upon a Kelpsie, a mini Lapras looking pal, and it's absolutely adorable. I wipe out some more syndicates on the shore, and a Dire Howl gets a free meal. I follow the hill up to yet another syndicate camp. How many of these losers are there? Well, at least at this point, I'm getting another free pal. After exploring some more, I came upon a desolate church with a statue. This offers an ability to upgrade your catch rate with the effigies that you've been finding around the map. Or you can upgrade your pals with pal souls. You can make this statue at your base. There was a patch recently released after I recorded this. So, you know, that's why I don't have it yet. After that, I attempt to tame a cuddly looking Relaxosaurus. Ooh, damn, that's a low capture rate percentage. But I quickly give up. King Paka, aka Llama Jama Big. A world boss pal. Something that I really want to add to my team. I try to weaken him down with Nightwing, but Nightwing is hardly damaging it, which is odd for a change. So I swap him out for Lespunk. But with one body slam, Lespunk was pancaked. Dinosum will hopefully put up a good fight. Dinosum manages to whittle him down quite a bit, but eventually I had to swap out to Deer. Once the King of Jamas was low enough, I attempt to catch it, but with a 0.22% catch rating and only 20 some odd spheres,
I'm not in a good position to catch it. I threw sphere after sphere after sphere with no luck on even getting close to catching him. With only a few more spheres left, I tried to weaken him down just a little bit more, and it did not help much. With my last sphere in hand and no hope left, I threw it. I travel along, exploring around, picking up effigies, and calling more members of the syndicate, until I came upon a large open area. This here looks like a nice base spot with lots of metal right along the edge. I placed down my second PAL box, fast traveled back to my first base, and started the long process of moving everyone and everything to my new home. But before I get too far, I had to pull out and check on my new King Paka. I get to work on demoing everything and transferring and building and so on and so forth. Once I had a good chunk moved over, I begin to set up building my gardens to feed my pals, and then a ranch to feed me. I then start building a stone house to live in, and if I get time, I'll decorate this thing for sure, but for now, I just need a simple stone little house. PETA caught wind of me moving already and came in for revenge. You know, for the last time that they came in, for whatever reason. And they showed up again, bringing more sticks. These guys just didn't learn anything from the last time, I guess. Anyway, I tried to catch a dire howl, but my pals didn't want any new friends. It didn't help that I was also out of spheres. I spent the rest of the day mining palladium and exploring and taming. I spent some time getting the right pal for the job out. And then I placed all my workbenches along my house. I then set up some storage right by my tree and stone farms to make transferring a lot easier. Now, I want to get to checking out the breeding.
Damn, this thing is huge.
That's what she said.
So I placed down a breeding farm. I'm gonna need cake in order to get them to breed, so now I must make a cooking pot to unlock the recipe. While my pals build the cooking pot, I placed down a mill, and then I did some more metal mining. And then I came back to help the pals finish building the mill. I then upgraded the PAL box once more, but by this point I'd forgotten my plan to make my cake, and I carry on with everything, even placing down some new egg incubators. In the morning, I help my pals build them. When the free pals came back again. These guys just like dying, eh? I then spent the next couple of days setting up my base and stockpiling things, and then I crafted up some new gigaspheres, the next best sphere for catching high-level pals. I built a defensive wall to keep PETA at bay, and I even dealt with some random raids as they came. Still no luck on catching that Incinerum though. I built a grapple gun and I tested it out. Not gonna lie, it kinda sucks. I found a new flying type pal on day 35, a Vanworm, and that thing looks awesome. I'll have to make a saddle ASAP and test it out. Maybe it'll be better than good old Nightwing. I decided to head more inland on the island, and I came upon a wandering merchant, but he didn't have anything I was really willing to buy. I investigated some cool looking statues of some unknown pal. They are pretty sick looking, and I hope I can find one of these one day for the collection. Speaking of new pals, I came upon a Robin Quill. It's level 23, the same as me, so it shouldn't be too hard to catch. I was wrong. It gave Nightwing an absolute beating. But I had it low enough that I should be able to catch it. But unfortunately, I somehow aggroed another pal type. And between the two of them, I found myself waking up at home. Rip. I headed back and recovered my stuff. And I tried for round 2. These Robin Quills are no joke. But I managed to get them caught with the Gigasphere. A rescue squad showed up.
Oh shit.
And I got the heck out of there.
Who the fuck's making that noise?
It's a shiny! Shinies are a rare trait that can appear on wild pals that gives them some bonuses to attack and work speed. A very good bonus to have.
Oh man, I don't know if I can take this.
But this particular shiny has some friends, and they're not long having me scrambling to save my life as I'm running away.
Run, 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 run. I'm probably gonna die anyways.
I see an effigy on the edge of a cliff, and I climb up to get it. But that's when I notice that I'm surrounded. I hightail it to get away, grabbing a loot box before jumping off to safety from the cliff. A critical error on my part, as I forgot that I don't have Nightwing, because he's recovering in the PAL box. I attempt to climb my way back up, finding an electric egg, which is nice. But then I fail to grapple across, and I fall into the water below. I attempt to climb up the cliff, but my stamina runs out, and within moments I end up drowning. Oops.
Fuck.
Now the Nightwing's recovered, I return in the morning to recover my stuff. The game was nice enough to put it up out of the water too. I then got to work on catching the new pals of the area, starting with a Floppy, and then a Cinnamoth. But Chillet said no. I came upon a new Rezos node to mine, coal, and that was right next to a huge field of minerals. A perfect place for a secondary base. You know, if I remember where it is later, that is. I hunted down a Bristla to add to my growing collection. I then found a demonic-looking Hellzeifer? Yeah, that must be it. And I must have it. I worked away at lowering his health through the night, catching him by the morning, when I nearly stepped on an odd-looking pal called a Grintail. And I want that. So I woke it up, and I quickly found myself on the losing end of a fight and retreated to get to the high ground. I threw out my King Paka to take over, and he did too good of a job. Oh, rip kitty. But hey, at least I got a second Hellzeifer to add to my collection. And yes, I am struggling with pronunciation on that one. Back at home, I found that the saddle for the Hellzeifer was craftable only at level 33, so I won't be flying one of those right away. But I'm now able to upgrade my armor to metal. This should be able to help me shake off some of those PAL attacks better. And yes, this is now my favorite looking armor too. I spend the night smashing apart Paldium nodes when I came upon the Syndicate picking on a trapped Mamorist. I took them all out in an attempt to try out my new Gigaspheres to catch the Mamorist. But alas, I used all the ones that I had, with no luck in catching it. So I finished it off for its meat and hide. Honestly, I think I might be the bad guy of this story. I found a mineshaft and decided to explore it, when I came upon a black marketeer, a dude with zero problem buying and selling any illegally procured pals. Nice, a fencer of anything I catch that I might not want to keep that's too shady for the regular pal merchant. I'll have to keep this guy in mind if I ever get something illegal. Like a human, maybe. I came upon some new pals, a Swede, and I added one of them to my catch-em-all tally, as well as their bigger cousin, Sweepa. I then smashed my way through another dungeon with Robin Quill at my side, and I caught the boss Fox parts. And I came out of the cave to find 2 rush boars that I can use to mine the stone quarry back at home. When suddenly I heard the sparkling sound of a shiny.
Oh, it's a shiny fuck. I don't give a shiny fuck.
I begin to whittle it down, and just like that,
Yeah, I got my first shiny.
I built a statue of power finally, and this will allow me to spend my effigies to increase my catch rate, and also to allow me to upgrade my pals with pal souls that I've been finding randomly throughout the map. I upgraded my King Paka as best I could with those pal souls, and I got my rush boars mining away at the rock quarry. I then hatched that electrical egg that I had found, and I got a Rayhound. Nice, a new pal. Speaking of new pals, another raid happened, and in came another Inserium. But this time, with my Gigaspheres, I was finally able to add it to my ever-growing collection.
Finally, I got him.
I spent the night crafting away a Vanworm saddle, with the occasional help from my shiny Fock. And I put it to the test, and it does fly better. But it's not a lot better. but it's good enough to trade them out for Nightwing. I used Bandworm to help me catch some Mazzarinas. I'll need their milk in order to make that breeding cake. I just need to make sure that I use a female though, as I do not trust the male's milk. After doing a quick dungeon, I caught my first Bronze Cherry, a majestic looking grass pal. I look forward to seeing if it'll be a good combat pal in the future. I saved a Bristla from the syndicates on the morning of day 41 before catching a woolly pup. Once home, I upgraded my feathered hairband to a better quality, and I'm gonna be honest here, it's not really worth it, as in order to repair it, it requires ancient technology. Every single time. That you can only get from killing bosses. I then built a gorgeous antique wardrobe replica to store my more valuable stuff in, of course. I traded out Eikthyr for my Bronze Cherry, so I could take a closer look at my big greeny boy. After some prep work though, I set off to fight my next boss pal. But first, there's some syndicates and land balls in my way. Whoa!
Bowling.
Once I calm down a bit, I head in and I fight Catrice. And she gives me one hell of a fight, keeping me on the run, while quickly putting poor Bronze Cherry on the ropes, forcing me to call out Chillet. And Chillet does incredibly well fighting Catrice. Unfortunately, a little too well. I really need to be better at recalling. Oh shit, do I ever suck. I find and tame some rubies, putting me up to 52 pals caught. Nice. I'm nearly halfway to catching them all. I carry on exploring around looking for more new pals and finding eggs along the way until I come upon a small volcanic looking zone with a ton of new fire types walking around, including this little Wixen. I imagine there'll be some Rule 40 something shit going on with that eventually. And then I come across the most awesome fire pal yet. What is that? Our socks, I want it. No. Alpaca, help me. Whoa. Where you going, Llama Jama King? Don't kill it. Okay, you're definitely going back. I'm ready for you if you get out. Our socks is mine. What the fuck? No, 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 no. I did nothing to you. Oh, it's gonna explode! No! 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 Oh! Thanks for the honey, I guess. Baby. I fly back to recover my stuff, contemplating why am I so bad at this game. I carry on catching more new pals, including a Kelpsy Ignis, Flame Bell, and the explosive Bee Guard. I think I'm gonna need them to produce honey for breeding cakes. I find myself monkeying around with a Goret, and after I catch him, come on, yeah! I stumbled upon a ton of metal nodes. And this time I marked out the location so I could come back for a second base dedicated just for mining. You know, for metal, of course. I discover a huge verdant egg, and I wonder what the hell could hatch out of that. And I rush home to get it incubating. While waiting for it to hatch, I upgrade my King Paka some more, and I check out my tech tree to see what I could even build next. And I'm right at the start of the electricity tier. Pretty soon I'm going to be able to build those assembly lines and really put my pals to work. I begin to hatch my eggs. Okay, got Robin Quill. Cinemoth. And we still got 14 minutes left on that, so we'll have to wait. I head to my first base and I scoop up my pal box as I plan to start making my new mining facility. And I opt to fly all the way there to see what I can see and whatever I come across. It wasn't a complete waste of time as I found a sulfur node along the way. This will be needed for gunpowder later. I place a marker down and I keep flying to my new mining base when I come upon an Elizabeth, the queen of all bees. Not only needing her for the collection, I was curious of her abilities. Could she produce more honey than her bee guard cousin, or no? Oh my god, I caught it with a regular ball and it was like a 1% chance. I check it out after taming her up, and no, she can't produce honey, sadly. Well, I guess she's just gonna stay in the PAL box forever. I arrive and I place down my new PAL box, and then I suss out who is gonna be a good miner. With my Tombats doing some work right away, I'm fairly satisfied with that for now. I take the rest of the day to set up some walls along the edge to keep my pals from falling into the lake and drowning, or off the cliff and being trapped and unable to come up and do their duties. With my newfound metal wealth, I start crafting up a bunch of gigaspheres, and while I wait for them to be crafted, another syndicate raid happens, and King Paka ripped them apart with effortless ease. I then remembered my huge verdant egg, and I went to go hatch it, and I got an Elizabeth. Damn, what a disappointment. I headed out to go tame the boss Grintail, making up for that loss earlier. I then stumbled upon a Musanda, a very adorable grass panda, and a very ugly gobfin. After catching that one, I found a shiny version, and it kicked my ass. So yeah, I didn't catch it. I traveled through the night, and I came upon the Devote's mine shaft that led me down into a large chamber with an Empress of the Hive, Elizabeth, just sleeping away. Since I already have an Elizabeth, I figured I could just take it out for the ancient parts and tech. I jump on King Paka, and I belly flop right on top of them. But soon after, I may have overestimated my capabilities a little bit, taking it on in the dark. I make my way back, and I find she's guarding the door, and I have to run out of the mine shaft a couple of times just to get her to drop aggro. I have to think fast, as I'm not sure. Will my stuff despawn or not? I don't know. So I put out Van Worm, and I flew up and over top, ducking and dodging her strikes. I land quickly, and I let Van Worm take the aggro as I retrieve my stuff, and I rush for the exit, recalling Van Worm as I pass the bee guards.
Okay, ow. Oh, I think we're out. We're safe. Damaged, but safe. Okay.
I come upon another dungeon, and inside I catch a Felbat, and then I run into a swarm of bee guards,
Oh, fuck, he's blowing up.
taking me out with a destructive blow.
No! Fuck. That is so overpowered.
On day 50, I find the Realm of Frozen Wings, a boss dungeon for the Pen King. I unlock the fast travel and I head home, where I do this and that, including crafting a musket, as I notice my 3-shot bow just doesn't seem to be cutting it anymore. Hopefully this musket will be a decent successor. Well, the best way to test a new weapon is to use it. So I march back to the Pen King's lair, ready to duel to the death. But I'm honestly hoping to catch it. Once I launched Bronze Cherry and found myself versus the Pen King, I blasted one of them with my musket. I then had to wait for the reload.
That takes so long to reload. Oh!
And I start pelting the little Pengus, while Bronze Cherry took most of the blows. He let off a seed bomb attack, detonating the entire arena, dealing a significant amount of damage, taking out my Pen King. Rest in peace, bud.
Okay, I wanted to catch it.
I come upon some univolts, and I need some electrical glands in order to craft a generator. So I get to work on taming and slaying the herd of them. I then hit up another dungeon boss at the sealed realm of the Swordmaster, and I make my way in, where Bushi spots me right away and unleashes a speed attack that nearly took my head right off. Good thing I had my shields on.
Oh! Hi! That was rude! That was really rude!
I bring out Chillet, and he turns his attention to me once again, cutting my health right in half. This is not good. I bring out my big guns, King Paka, and I do my best to stay out of sight. And with one final pounce from King Paka, I was able to catch Bushi.
How much damage is that gonna do? Okay, we're gonna recall you. Gigasphere. Ah! Capture, 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 capture. Capture, capture, capture. Nope. Oh, that hurt. Got it. Whew. I almost died. That was scary.
I move on to tame the world boss Azarobe, but Baron Cherry's seed bomb is a little OP.
No! It died! I pulled him out too low. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I wanted to catch you. You look so cool. Put you up in a better position. See, now you look... I'm sorry. Son of a bitch. I gotta stop doing that, because I'm never gonna remember which ones I actually caught. Oh, fuck. Oh, you got lucky. Hold on, give me a minute. What the fuck? That was funny, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, fuck. Boom! Chaka-laka-laka-laka boom.
The next couple of days were pretty much about finding new pals to catch, and during the night I managed to tame a Cognito. A very hilarious play on words. Get it? Haha. Ka-Nito. I pick up a couple of eggs on a cliff, and then I rescue a Jolthog Krisk. And with my new Gigaspheres, I set my sight on taming something bigger. The not-so-gentle Relaxosaurus. And then a tiny little rib bunny. I returned home to hatch out an egg, and I got a beacon, a new flyer type pal. I then set off to get a Paletta, but it absolutely manhandled me.
Oh, you fucking damn it!
Feeling like I needed a break from everything that I've been doing, I decided to spend some time at home, and I started to upgrade my pals' beds, which will help with their sanity recovery while they sleep. Since I got a few new pals, I also altered the pals that work around my base to try and find a better combo. I then built a sphere line to make spheres faster, and also to allow me to craft the next tier of spheres.
Oh man, we need cement to make this bitch. Make this. Oh, fuck.
I headed back out that night, and I found and caught a Siphant.
That's what I thought.
As I traveled, I see a Reptiro, a sick-looking fire turtle thing, and I want it. I attempted to whittle it down while trying to outrun it, and honestly, it wasn't that hard to outrun it.
Oh! Ho, 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 ho. We need backup. We need backup. Get out here.
With Chillet's help, I run and duck and dodge and roll, while Chillet pounds him into the ground.
Come on, catch it. Catch it. Let my free Hypersphere catch it. Yes! How you doing, Chillette? Yeah, you're looking pretty sore. It's okay, bud.
This ignites my fury, and I go on a killing and catching spree, keeping myself busy for a while until something in a syndicate camp catches my eye.
What the fuck is this thing? It's a sandfish of some sort.
It's a Dumud, an apparently really well relaxed pal that couldn't tell if it died or not for a day or so. Something tells me that this is my spirit pal. I come upon a boss pal, Yormantide, and as far as I can tell, this is the only one that spawns on the map. So of course, I had to fuck with it.
How are you? Look, it's Gyarados. Level 45. If I were to use the best Pokeball I got right now and whip it at him, what is that? 0.16%. All right, fuck it. That'd be hilarious if this accidentally worked. Run! Run! He's coming for me! Oh, he's electric water. Oh, that ain't good.
I come upon another Syndicate stronghold with a really big guy with a Gatling gun. And with that kind of firepower, I knew I had to take this place out. And yes, I brought a musket to a Gatling gun fight. What of it? Shot after shot. Painstaking reload. After painstaking reload, I took them down one by one. With the help of King Paka, of course. With only the big guy left, I trade out King Paka for Arsox, my nimble goat lion thing. And within a couple of hits, the threat was neutralized.
Brah. What are you? A Mew Christ. Okay.
After I explode around some more, I return to get my Pen King.
Your soul is mine. Boom. What does that put us at? 75.
I'm really starting to make some good progress on getting all of them now. I even returned for round 2 of Patella, though she really didn't want to get into the sphere.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get down with the sickness. Come on. Come on. Ah, yes.
Once I had her, I realized
We still need a mammoth rest. Come on, capture it. Come on. I want one of these damn mammoths. Yes, I got it! Hey, I need you.
carrying on with tying up some loose ends, I tamed the Azaro boss too.
Just need a second here. Okay. Boom.
And then back at base, I hatched a Marith.
Murray, that's a new one. All deck. Yeah, that puts us up to 79. There he is. Whoa! God, you were creepy looking.
I am quickly closing the gap of what's left to catch. I finally get an electrical generator building, and that allows me to upgrade my PAL box to 14. One more and I can have a third base. I then carried over a Univolt so I could assign it to the power station all the time.
All right, it's up to you, bud. That's your job. You just sit here and power this bitch all day. All right? Good. Glad we came to that agreement.
And with my newfound power, I started the sphere assembly line. And I start making the new hyper spheres. I started off day 59 with crafting a Mammoth saddle, and then I waited around watching my pals do their job over the next day or so, until I finally got to work on crafting up a handgun. I then hatched out a Les Punk Ignis, and I'll admit, I love the idea of having all these cool little subspecies. I finally upgraded my metal helm on day 61. This was because in the tech tree it said that it required a production line to craft it. Turns out it lied, and you can make it in the workshop. I started catching a bunch of loop moons to put into forced crafting back at base, and as daylight approached, I found a falls mineshaft that led all the way down to the Fanglope world boss, a pal I've been wanting to try and catch because I seen it on the map, but I could never find it. And now's my chance to get it.
Oh, I didn't want to kill it. Damn it, man. Damn it.
Sadly, leaving without my prize, I place down a marker at the entrance and I fly away, disappointed with my failures. I go on like another catching spree to alleviate my pain when I stumble upon another mineshaft. G'day, big girl.
Damn it, man. We gotta learn to work together. You got this. Yeah, push him back. Man, Marath, what are you doing? He is not in your range. I'll bring him to you. How'd I fucking miss the barn? Dun 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 dun. Oh shit! Try not to kill this one, okay? Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm literally... Return! Oop. 15. If we catch it, I'll be happy, but we're not catching it. Nope! That's better. Gigasphere, or Hypersphere for the win! Oh! Love this fucking game, man.
I caught my 10th Relaxosaurus. So in celebration, I went to go, and after a very tough fight with King Llama Jama, I tamed its Lux Boss variant. I spent some more time clearing out another Syndicate camp. I'm starting to feel like I'm never going to wipe them out. So in order to relax, I visited the Quivern's lair. And I added this cute, fluffy little dragon to my collection.
Wait.
Hell yeah.
Since I'm getting low on handgun ammo, I worked with my loop moons to make a bunch of bullets. I then enjoyed staring at my majestic looking Quivern. What can I say? I love this thing.
This Quivern is the most majestic looking being that has ever existed.
How freaking cool are they?
They are amazing. I tamed the boss.
With my blood pumping, it's time to tame the king of the forest, Mamorist, the biggest, hardest pal, world boss that I've fought so far. And the battle raged well through the night, going back and forth with dodging and dipping and ducking and diving. And yes, more dodging. We were both feeling the burn as the sun come up. And finally, weakened him enough to start throwing my hyperspheres.
Come on. Come on! Mamaranth boss is now mine.
Nice.
Funny enough, it was my Van Worm that was the MVP of that.
Nice.
I then added the amazing looking Warsec to my collection. I finished off the day building a weapons production line and upgraded my hot springs for my pals. If I'm going to make them work harder, I'm going to let them relax harder too. I traded out my lesser Mammarist for my new boss Mammarist, and I let my little Mammarist slave away at my mining base. I then tested out this new giant storage crate to see how much it could hold. And yeah, it's not worth the cost, both metal and land space. Such a shame. So I replaced it with the Soul Condenser. Once it was built, I tested it out by merging a few of the Univolts I tamed, and it took 4 of them for the first one, giving it a nice little stat boost. But it requires 16 for rank 2, and I don't even want to know how many for 3-star ranking. It might be worth it endgame, but damn, that's a lot of pals you're gonna need to go out and catch and in order to, you know, make that happen. Breeding might be a faster way to get more, but maybe, I don't know, I still have to figure out how breeding works. It's Lavander Day, and I start off by making a cold and heat-resistant metal armor variants. I then paid a visit to the Verdash, and I, well, ruined her day by forcing her into slavery. I then made my way up the mountain to find the second tower, and along the way I claimed new pal after new pal. And well, I attempted to tame this foxicle, but, you know, I one-shot it. I was like, oh, look at this, cool, it's like a Ninetales, but ice. And then I one-shot it, even though it was level 31. I was like, fuck's sakes. I did manage to catch the sick-looking Kitsune in the morning, and after picking up the fast travel by Peter's Tower, I found another foxicle, and I was a little bit more careful with it. I then went into the tower, blind, you know, to see who it is or what it is I'll be facing. Is that the one you did?
Are you in the snow?
Yes. To the northwest? Okay. What'd you fight?
Northeast. Go in and find out.
Alright, fine. Fuck you. Quit being a friend.
Pokemon.
Oh, it's one of these.
Yes.
Quit looking at me like that. Jesus, fuck.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Ooh. Yep. Of course, they're gonna have a hard on for me while I'm trying to reload my musket. Oh shit. I imagine the music is awesome. Which hacks. Wall hacking, bitch. That's gonna be tight. Ow. Oh, come on. 13,000 health, 40 seconds left. We're gonna lose this shit. Five, four, three, two, one. Fuck.
Damn. That was really close.
Less than 10,000 health left.
I recovered my stuff, and it was just thrown outside like common trash. I headed home, where I was immediately raided by a flock of flying pals for an easy meal. It was just chaos, trying to avoid all the flying balls of death while my pals valiantly fought back. There wasn't really even much I could do since I was out of ammo.
Okay, anybody left alive? You're dead. You're dead. Damn, loaded all that. We only lost 2.
I took out Bushi to level him up, and a few other of my better fire pals to get some revenge on Lily and Liline, taming and slaying everything I could, even humans.
Ah, I just caught my first human.
This carried on until day 74. I come home to find my Eikthyr deer relaxing in the hot springs. Honestly, the amount of wood he headbutts all day, I cannot complain if he needed a break. I then noticed that I'm a high enough level for the Hellzeifer saddle finally. I love my Vanworm, but this guy looks way cooler. Though, I'm probably going to make it later. For now, though, I seek revenge.
Round 2, motherfucker. I'm back. Knock, knock. Take your fucking cutie wooty bullshit glares and go to hell. Boy, it would help if I hit the bitch. Fishy, no, don't be taking that kind of damage. Fishy, return. Retaro, go! Oh, dude, that looked like that hurt. Ouch, ouch. Fucking doing some damage now, boys. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh no 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 no. No 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 no. Come on, Wixen, you got this. Oh, fucking bubbles. Oh, fuck, Wixen taking a beating. Wixen, return. Couple thousand health. Die! Oh, fuck, she was gaining on me. Die, 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 die. Good job, Arsox. Good job. We got this. Oh, this is such a cool view. Dude! Wanting to do some tests, I put out Brawn Cherry to seed, and oh yeah, Brawn Cherry gives her. Oh yeah, look at how fast that seeds. I then put out Mazara to get some milk. So fuck it. We just kind of traded everything out enough that we can put the cow in the mix. Start getting milk. Wait, are you male? Okay, good. I'm not drinking male milk. Not happening. I then learn and build a refined furnace. This allows me to upgrade my PAL box to 16, but sadly, no longer gives me more pals to work around my base. I spend some of my pal souls on upgrading my Mammarist, and I collect a ton of metal so I can craft refined metal with coal. All of that work was just so I can make my Hellzeifer saddle. And it was so worth it! The spiky boy is so awesome! He wrecked a Relaxosaurus like it was nothing. And with this upgraded speed and stamina and power, I headed to Mount Obsidian to check it out, finding more of those strange pal statues. And there was an egg on top of it, which is hilarious. I carried on struggling to catch a Reptaro. I put him in the tree. Okay, I should got him now. Oh, shit. Hi. I then absolutely failed at catching a Pyron. Oh, I was trying to catch it. Oh, hi. But I managed to catch his friend right after. Just got my achievement for 90. I journeyed around the base of the mountain, checking out the sights and exploring the beach, running into the Brothers of the Eternal Pyre. So pyro-wielding brothers who nearly sent me to an early grave with their flamethrowers. Whoa. Yeah, apparently don't fuck with those guys. After getting away, I find a non-boss Fanglope, and well, I didn't catch it either. Oh, you killed it! That's the second one to die because shit like you. I came upon a fishing village with a slacker of a guard, but everything around here seems chill, so I don't really blame him. I check out the shops and see many wonderful things, such as ammo and megaspheres. Stuff that I can make, but not that easily, so, you know, I'll keep this place in mind for later. I scooped a large egg that was on one of the houses as I was leaving town. And then I made my way back up the mountain, finding another mine shaft. I wonder, what's down there? But for now, I carry on and I make my way up the mountain. As the sun falls, I come upon a Blaze Howl Noct. What the fuck are you? And this thing is so fucking awesome looking. I must have it. It took so many spheres to catch it, but I did get it. Yes!
I make my way through the lava fields and up cliffs until I've reached the highest peak. And wow, this is a sight. Look, there's the giant tree in the distance. Hopefully I'll make it there one day. With the tower behind me, I make my way down and I find two gobfins, a water and a fire. Which is weird that the water's up here. Maybe he came up here to visit his long lost family. He's like, hey, cuz, how's it going? I've journeyed up the mountain to come hang out. Nothing bad's gonna happen to us, right? Now that I've found the tower, I head home to regroup, and I come up with a plan. Since this is the Tower of Pyros, they must be using fire-type pals. And that means I'm gonna need water pals. So I gather up 4 Relaxosauruses and my Azerobe to begin leveling them up. I need to take down this tower. What'd the fox say when he got shot in the head? Fuck. This dude is just like, what the fuck just happened to my friend? I'm gonna walk this way now. Like, he looked at him like, oh my god! And then he was just like, I'm just gonna do this now, and walks this direction away like nothing's gonna happen to him. Relaxaruxus! Go after Relaxaruxus! Lux! Yeah, I'm trying to get a headshot on this bitch. This isn't worth the ammo loss. Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Damn! I was good. Dark King Inferno saddle. Oh, I can make a saddle for that thing that I just tamed. Near the end of day 81, feeling ready, I head back to the tower and I head on in. What the fuck is that? That thing ain't fire. I brought water types. I am toast. I am fucking dead. What the fuck? Fuck.
Good job!
He's got 130,000 health. He just one-shot my Exosaurus. Do I even bother fighting? I don't know. There's no point in breaking my gear here. I don't even want to waste my ammo. It's not even worth it. I love this thing, though. Damn, I want one. Barely. Fuck it. Just have me. I'm done. There's no point in wasting any more time. Welp. I just got bamboozled. That is just sneaky. Make a pyro leader an electric type boss. I really should have known better. Well, I guess I'm not doing this guy anytime soon. Maybe I'll have better luck with the other towers? Taking some time to gear up, I make a Dark King Inferno saddle, aka the Blaze Howl Knocked. I guess they changed the name somewhere and forgot to change it on something or other. That thing is cool! Dude, it's dropping my frames. What the fuck? The first time I've ever seen a frame drop in this fucking game. Can he fly? That'd be fucking hilarious if he could fly. Not gonna lie. Okay, once I'm away from base, he quit lagging me. So it was a combination of him plus base. After I'm done playing around with Blaze Howl, I make my way back to the fishing village to tame that fanglope that I seen on the beach. And I had a hard time getting it to stay in the sphere. So I tried weakening it just a little bit more.
Come on, let me catch this bitch. Or I could accidentally kill it like a dumbass.
Disappointed in myself, I make my way to investigate that mine that I had found on Mount Obsidian earlier.
Very, very ominous. Very, very ominous. Oh boy, here we go. I fucking threw it good. Yeah, out of my league. Nope. Level 49. No. I'm gonna have to level up a lot more to get that motherfucker. All right, we got two other tower locations to go check out. We got that one and that one. We've never been that way, so I think we will teleport up to there.
I made my way to the north to explore a new area, and what I found was a desolate tech city, abandoned for many, many years. And as I was exploring around, I heard that telltale sign of a shiny.
Shiny? It's a shiny crest. Mew crest, shiny.
And without thought, I began to weaken it. What I didn't realize, though, is that I was out-leveled, outmatched, and I quickly took a beating. And as I was starting to notice that I was boned, I got another lag spike, and Hellzeifer fell.
What's with the lag? I'm about to lose my pal.
And I barely got out. That was close. I don't have any waypoints here yet. And with that, I searched for one, and I got the hell out of there before I found myself doing a corpse run. Once I was home, I hatched out some of the many eggs that I had gotten, and I got a new pal.
Ragnarok?
Well, since north was a bad idea, I guess I'm gonna head east. I fast traveled to the closest location I had, and I got greeted by some big, fluffy grass pandas.
Oh shit.
Blaze Howl made short work of them, and I journeyed across the ocean to the desiccated desert island. As I explored around, I found another mine shaft, most likely with a boss pal of some sort in it. But I got distracted by the most chaotic looking bird ever. A Suzuku? A Suzuka? I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but I need it, and I need it now. With Blaze Howl, we whittle away at its health, trying to avoid its attacks as best I can, even though I accidentally fall off the cliff once. But we get it low enough, and I throw my first spear.
Small if I have to. We're trying to catch this thing. Come on. Come on. Yes, we got it. Oh, hi. You were mine. I thought I pissed off something else. It's a boss here. Level of 38. Cavern of Dooms. Fuck it, let's do it. What else are we gonna do, huh?
I see a dungeon here, so I figured, hell yeah, let's do this. And I struggled like hell trying to get through this cave.
At least I'm out of his range. Just stay there, okay, bud? It's okay. Yeah, I'll come to you when I'm ready. Just stay there, okay? Just ow. That was not a part of the agreement. Just stay there. You're good. Don't worry. Old Chaotix got this. Yeah, you're mine. Okay. Could you imagine being given the opportunity for freedom and you run back into the spot that gets you trapped to begin with? Oh, it's a boss blaze. No, knock. Oh, gosh. I don't know who's is doing what. Oh, it ain't mine anymore, that's for sure. Go! Go, Quivering! Kick its ass! Take no names! How do you like the rain, bitch? Nice! Damn! Look at the experience some of those guys got. Pump action shotgun schematic? Heat resistant underwear? Is it an upgraded one? 2. Heat resistance level 1. Heat resistance level 1. I feel like I got ripped off.
Once out of the cave, I found a banana-flavored dino sum, and after taming it up, I carried on through the desert for a little while. But then my food stores ran out, and I was forced to swap out my Hellzeifer before he starved. I then used my Mammoris as my main traveler, so my Hellzeifer doesn't die.
I can't believe that so far there are no fucking there's no statues. I guess we'll head towards the tower because like then there should be one there, right? In theory.
I worked my way to the tower.
Oh, we're almost there. See it. I see the tower. Oh, this would have been so much easier if my fucking flyer didn't die. PIDF tower.
I grabbed the waypoint and I headed home for some much needed supplies. I placed down some items to boost my mining and my lumbering at my base. And then I headed over to my other base to boost my mining there. I then headed back to test my luck at the desert tower.
All right, here we go. PDF tower. Horus.
It has slightly more health than the Pyro Tower, and this one is the fire one. Great, but I'm not prepared for it, so I just checked out. I continued my exploration of the desert, coming across a nice little small town, and after checking out what the villagers had to say, along with what was ever in the shops, I moseyed my way through the desert, coming across another dungeon, where I tamed a new Pyron variant in there, as well as an Alpha Flame Bell.
Just hold on. 1 minute. I'm just reloading. I said, hold on.
Tired of the sand, because who likes sand?
I don't like sand.
I made my way across the ocean towards the last tower to check out, and I found this crazy cool Sibilix. Is that how you say it? I'm not really sure. It was a tough catch though, as there was 2 of them. Thankfully though, it got easier after I killed one. But not by a whole lot.
You just stay focused on him. He doesn't attack very often, but when he does, it fucking hurts.
Oh no!
Stay the fuck in the Pokeball. I ain't got the health for this shit. Oh, fuck me. I'm almost dead because of the fucking starvation. Holy shit. Holy shit, shit. That was fucking closer than I ever would want it to be. Now there's a mammoth crest. A mammoth crest. What does that put me at the Paldex? 107. Fucking near there. We only got a few more to see. And I got 98 registered. Oh, damn, buddy.
And then I got to enjoy the view traveling across this amazing looking winter wonderland. but sadly, it seemed to be lacking some life. Early access issues, I hope? Maybe they'll fill it with some pals soon? Speaking of, I soon started coming across things like this new faction of humans, the PALS Genetic Research Unit. No idea who the hell they are, but they look like they mean business. Might be best to avoid gaining their attention for now. Oh, look at that thing. A Wumpo. Hey, kitties. Big ass kitties. You guys don't give a fuck, eh? Okay. I started making my way up the mountain to get to the tower, as I really want to see what the boss is to better prepare myself. But unfortunately, darkness started creeping in, along with its friend, the cold. Oh, wow, wow, whoa, 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 whoa. How cold is cold? I got my cold on, right? Yeah, I do. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna die. Rip! Apparently, when it gets dark, it gets really cold. Who would have thought? I need to get back to my stuff. ASAP. But as I was thinking of a plan to get my stuff back, PETA came back for some more beatings. And I just blocked the only way up with my big-ass grass mammoth, and I crushed them all within a few short blows. I set up to make a new single-shot rifle with some ammo for it, but it takes refined metal for the bullets. So expensive to make. Now, in order to get my stuff, I make myself a new cold metal armor, and with my new gun and ammo, I set off to recover my stuff. But unfortunately, I couldn't find it for a while, as the marker had disappeared. It was so worrying that I had to check my footage back to see where I even died. It turns out that the map, for some reason, erased where I traveled. But at least I was able to find it. And in chaotic fashion, I thought, I got plenty of time before night, and I headed back up the mountain once again, just for it to get dark as I was almost to the top. And, you know, when it got dark, it got cold. Fuck. No, I didn't realize it was getting dark again. Crap. We can't even make it to that fucking tower. I want to see, but fuck. Waking back up at base, I checked to make more cold resist armor, but I was shy of metal. I waited out the night by hatching some eggs. That got a loop moon. Digtoise was born. Nice. Lavander was born. That's 2 new pals from eggs. Did that put me up? Yes, I made it to 100. I've seen 110. It was at this moment that I realized that I'm nowhere near close to catching them all. Okay, that means I should only have one that I haven't seen yet. That one I haven't seen. That one I haven't seen. That one I haven't seen. 9, 10, 11. I think the counter's wrong. What the fuck? 12. There's 13 that I haven't seen, but it says I own 100. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well that's 3, right? 31.
There's 2 31s.
There is 2 31s. The different types aren't different pals. There's sub pals. Variants count towards the pal deck and ruin the count. So I'm not 90 out of 111. I'm more like 70 out of 111. And I only got 10 days left on this run. So I'm not going to beat the bosses or get them all in 100 days. That means there's more than 111. Yep, 81, 81B, 84B, which means I hadn't even seen 84. Sad. I did, however, wipe out a ton of syndicates, though. So that
counts for something, right? I guess I'm just gonna have to do a 200 days then? Right away? Maybe. That depends on you. 4,000 likes, and I'm gonna focus my attention to finishing this adventure. But until then, I've got a ton of content planned. So consider subscribing and checking out my ever-growing content library. I'm getting off track here, though. We only got 10 days left, so I need to do something. So let's take down one of those tower bosses, if I can. Once the sun was up, I went back to the mountains to try and recover my stuff. Since I didn't have any armor, though, I wasn't long freezing to death. Okay, I make some cheap tier 1 armor, hoping that it would help me get my stuff. And it did. I recovered all of my stuff from both fuck-ups. Well, I may as well get out of here for now. And I head back to the fast travel. But it was surrounded. Oh god, I just want to get out of here. These things hurt. These things hurt. I quickly fast travel to anywhere just to get out of there. And thankfully, I'm okay. And I head back to base. So, if I'm going to beat one of these towers by day 100, I'm going to need to level up a lot. And the fastest way to level is to tame as much as I possibly can. And I mean a lot of things. I need to at least try and get to level 40 in the next 10 days. If I'm to even stand a chance against any of these bosses. I'll also need to gear up as best I can. And I crafted up a new refined metal armor. I am a little disappointed that it looked exactly the same as the previous metal armor, but with a different color. Oh well. I happened upon a wildlife preserve out in the ocean with some cool new PAL species that I can tame, like this new Terra ichthyr deer. But I messed up on trying to tame this Elphidran thing, and I hit it a little too hard. Nothing new with me though.
Aww, I didn't want to kill you. I'm sorry.
Now, this is sadly where I had some major technical difficulties, and most of my footage is frozen, lagged, and mostly just straight up unusable all the way to day 99. Thankfully, however, I did quit recording on day 99 so I could do some stuff. So I still have the final fight, so it's not a complete loss here. We're gonna have an ending. But I'm just gonna skip through most of my bad footage here of leveling up and getting ready for the tower, if you don't mind, because, you know, do you really want to watch this? Thankfully, however, there is one section that is still usable, and that is where I named all of my pals that slaved away in my base for the 100 days, and I named them all after my amazing Patreons. And the reason why I named my pals that worked away in my base, because much like my Patreons and my pals, they help keep me going. So thank you for being a Patreon. And hey, if you want a tame named after you in any game where I can tame creatures and then name them, be sure to check out my Patreon in the description down below. It's now day 100, and on the morning of this final day, I begin my last little bit of boss prep by crafting a shotgun from a blueprint that I got at a cave at some point. I'm not exactly sure when or where, but hey, that's just me. I keep forgetting shit. I swung by the fishing village so I could buy some ammo from one of the merchants, and I stocked up on handgun, single shot, and shotgun shells. Chaotix getting ready for war. I returned back to my base, and I helped my pals finish crafting my shotgun.
Almost got it, guys. We almost got it. Come on. We got this. Oh, shit. My finger was starting to hurt. We really need like an auto hold.
And now, it's time. Are you ready?
I'm back. I'm back, you hippie fucker. I am back. You think you might be electrifying? I'm here to cool you down. Let me change that. You think you're hot stuff? I'm here to cool you down.
A lot of personality in them.
Yeah, you like that? Take this. Oh shit. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Good job, Rendrix. Yo, shit. Dodge, duck, dodge, duck, dodge, duck. Nope. Actually, go, Sublix. Do 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 do. Do it! Ooh, damn, that was a lot of damage. Return, heal up. What kind of fucking bullshit move is that? I don't think I got enough bullets. Returned. Oh, we are not doing this. Do. Ow. Fucking 5-minute mark. We're not even under half. Oh. He just broke my neck. Well, that is not what I was expecting. I'm sure, though, with another 100 days, I'll be able to get my revenge. The motherfucker just broke my neck. He just killed me. I just got one shot. Maybe I didn't. I'm gonna have to check the footage. But I got fucked up. I got fucked up hard.
You got 2 shots. I was watching your health. You got hit once.
And set my sights on the other 2 towers. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!